Self-Empowerment TV. Awaken. Inspire. Expand.
Hello everyone, welcome to Self-Empowerment TV. In this video I'm going to be talking about the nature of energy vampirism. And the reason I wanted to bring up this topic is because throughout the span of over 3.5 years, moving into spiritual awareness, working to develop myself from the inside and understand that through fulfillment of the self comes the idea of being able to spread that light out and truly have that fulfillment of helping others. This represents an even flow. This is a balance point. This is a harmony to which one does as they understand themselves to become an example of being willing to assist others. So in this particular video talking about energy vampirism, throughout these over 3.5 years I have met a very large amounts of people that have literally fallen to certain forms of dramatic cycles that relate to them literally having their energy vampirized, so to speak. How does this happen? It really starts with good-hearted people. Good-hearted people in that sense make the potential victims for these energy vampires. The whole idea is that so many good-hearted people out there really want to give their energies, want to commit their strength and commit their sharing to helping other people, and this is great. But the thing is, when you move into a service to others mentality, and you do not have that mental discipline to realize that you are looking to incorporate discernment in regards to assisting and being accepting of others, this can lead to being taken advantage of. There are people who I've met, who I've talked to, literally all over the world, that have fallen victim to the idea of energy vampirism. It's usually starting with guilt trips. Usually the feeling is that I want to help so much, I want to help so badly, and they're willing to just literally give themselves away to be of assistance. But then again, that particular form of effect, that outcome, that outreach of what that person is attempting to share with another person is that that one particular person who received that assistance has now said, oh look what I have right now. I have a puppet. Now I can get them to do whatever I want to do. All I have to do really is throw a guilt trip on them, or is encourage them or build up their egos so much that they are obliged to blindly help me. And this is what leads to energy vampirism. And so many people who I've talked to have literally felt so drained. They felt they've lost their sense of being willing to help humanity. They've lost themselves. They're literally just falling into an endless depths to where they're completely lost. Where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? How did this happen to me? All I wanted to do was be of service to another. Because you're completely missing the point. If you're only going to go into a service to others mentality without understanding yourself and understanding that through the mental discipline, the self-discipline that you are looking to attain to bring completion to the fulfillment of the self, you are going to become lost. Now, of course, this happens to people who are very service to self, is that it's always about them, it's never about anybody else. Again, they haven't disciplined their mind to see the fulfillment in themselves to help others. There is no really a service to self or service to others. It's about being both. But when you allow yourself to go deep inside yourself and understand who you are, understand every facet by going into the observation and becoming in a nature of neutrality, in understanding yourself, on discovering how you can be the example, by seeing everything that you wish to become, striving through yourself, through love, through confidence, and through trust. This is how you're going to be able to interact with the best of both worlds, through service to self and through service to others. And again, many people are again falling for a lot of this particular form of just blindly going forward and giving their power away to everybody else and saying, I just want to be of service. I just want to be of service. But then you ask them afterwards, well, how does it feel? I feel miserable. I feel very unappreciated. I literally feel like I've been energetically raped. Yes, that's it. That is the sign of being energy vampired. Because understand that as much as you are willing to help, and that's a good quality, about willing to help and willing to be of assistance, you need to understand that if you do not have the mental discipline to create fulfillment within the self, you are going to become lost. You are going to become used. You are going to be taken advantage of. You need to really stabilize your ground first. It's like, for example, a person introducing a new computer to everybody. It looks so shiny and it looks so amazing, but then you go and show it off and it's so unstable. It keeps crashing each and every single time. Well, what's going on? Well, it's not stabilized. It's not a stable mainframe. It's not a stable conduit. Same with you. You may be willing to want to dart out there and want to help everybody, but you're not even willing to help yourself. This is where the example lies. The advantage itself is to look into yourself. How have I helped myself today? How have I looked into the idea of becoming the shining example for that other person? Because this is how you develop discernment. You're able to go up to a person, and if a person feels that they need help, and they need you to do a bunch of all this stuff, and you may feel that it sounds a little bit funny, that it sounds a little bit weird, that you may be taken advantage of here. Your discernment kicks in, and you say, I understand you need a lot of help, and I completely know where you're coming from, but I think it's just a little too much what you're asking of me in regards to a reciprocation effect, to where there's an equal exchange of energies. If a person comes up to you and says, well, I want you to do a whole bunch of these tasks for me. I want you to work my computer. I want you to print out all these copies. I want you to fax all this stuff. I want you to go out and contact these contacts for me and do all of this. Okay, I'd be happy to. What would be the exchange here? Would you be willing to do something similar for me? Is there some form of equilibrium here that is taking place? No. Well then, that's where your discernment kicks in. Well, wait a minute. Okay, I have no problem helping another person. But what about that equal exchange? You know, here I am spending a day, several weeks, doing all of this for a person. Do I get appreciation? No. Do I get a thank you? No. Do I get any particular form of equal exchange of energies? No. Because that's what it's about. It's about seeing the even flow. It's not about one person being up here having the advantage over another person that doesn't really have an equal exchange coming out of this particular situation. So this is where you need to be aware in regards to energy vampirism. It is a very, very serious thing that's happening to so many people across the planet. And it is something that you're just looking to harmonize between yourself. Become the example through yourself, and you will become the example by being able to assist others willingly, unconditionally, in coordination with your discernment. I'm happy to help you. I wish you all the best. I send you lots of love. But I really don't want to see myself being taken advantage of, because this drains my energy, this creates chaos for myself, it leads me into a downward spiral. I don't want to go there. But I am always happy to assist a person. It really needs to be the idea that it needs to be even flow. Love yourself. Trust yourself. Be confident with yourself. Give yourself the time to relax. Give yourself the time to get to know who you are. What do you want? What do you wish to create? And realize that there are energy vampires out there, and they're looking for particular people who are just blindly go in and wanting to be of service to others, and of course have that being taken advantage of. There's so much more of a difference between just really acting in friendship and being used and abused. This is the difference. So I hope this has made sense in this video. Please look into the consideration of creating that fulfillment within yourself, of being that living example through yourself, and you will be able to become that shining light, to assist others, to become that assistant in bringing forward something that you truly are passionate in working with people. But please make sure that your discernment is an ally, working hand in hand with your acceptance. That really is the paradox, and that's the nature of how balance is attained. Thank you very much for watching. I will talk to you again very soon. Namaste.